There's no avoiding it. Manchester City hosted the second the second match of the season. It's Liverpool. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was an important match. It was a tense match. There were a lot of nerves by fans going into this match. And I want to say, and sometimes it comes across disrespectfully, but if it's your opinion, if it's your stance, cool, you're entitled to have it. A lot, a lot, and it's not just Liverpool fans, but a lot of fans out there, a lot of pundits see Liverpool in their current form as the best team in the world. They see Liverpool with the players, and you go through their spine from keeper to defense to right back to left back to central midfielder to right wing, left wing. They look at Liverpool and what it consists of as the best team in the world. So you can understand the nerves and the tension from even City fans going into that match, right? You're going up against very strong opponent. With all that being said, and all those expectations, and just the fact that Liverpool is so strong of a team, this was a statement match. This was a match by both clubs to establish and to tell the world, here's where we are in the hierarchy of teams. Here's where we are in the most important match to date and how we are going to play, how we approach it. And I think before I talk about the match itself, I think I'm actually going to skip ahead and just tell you how I felt after the match. After the match, as a fan, obviously, watching all the way out here in Toronto, I looked at the match, I looked at the match results, I looked at the player performances, I looked at the tactics by both managers, and I was relieved. I was able to kind of like sit back, reflect on it, and I was relieved. I was relieved because Manchester City played Manchester City football. The team played its style. The manager was true to his philosophy, his tactics, his approach to the game. And the players themselves played to win. And they had to. They had to. And the reason why I say that they had to was because Man City was at home in front of its amazing fans and played its football. It played its style of football. I love to see that. I was relieved to see it. Um, there were a lot of questions going in with what the starting 11 would be. There were still questions after seeing what the starting 11 was, but the way each and every man played, absolutely relieved. Because at this point in the season, you want to see your team imposing its identity and not miss it. You could not miss the fact that Manchester City was playing Manchester City football. And the post match vibes were like nice and chill, continued confidence, because as I've said on previous shows, this fixture list schedule is insane. It's a monster of a fixture list. And for how the team played versus Burnley, for how the team played versus Liverpool, Now going into Atletico Madrid for the second leg, I am extremely happy and confident. So let me talk about the match itself, okay? Talk about the match itself. Looking at how Pep decided on his 11, could clearly see that despite the talks that happened, Pep clearly trusts every player at Manchester City. Jesus was in that starting lineup playing right wing. Foden and Foden every game, every season now is just proving that he belongs. He's on the left wing. Sterling playing at striker. And then in the midfield, no real surprise there. But in the midfield, we had Kevin De Bruyne, we had Bernardo Silva, and we had Rodri. All right, that midfield picked itself. We knew what was happening there. And then defensively, based off of available bodies, Pep fielded the strongest back line. Cancelo at left back, then you had Laporte, then you had Stones, then you had Walker, trusted Walker at right back. Now, that 11, I felt was the aggressive 11, the 11 that allowed Pep to play his style of football. When I look on the other side of the pitch now, when I look on the other half, I looked at Liverpool. Again, no surprises with regards to the overall 11, with two exceptions. I thought it was really telling that Pep made a point of having his style of play um, be represented or be available right from the jump, right from kickoff. And then I thought that Klopp had a less aggressive, less I'm going to dictate what I want in this game type approach with his 11 because of the two surprises, or I shouldn't say surprises, but two examples of players that I think showed that he was a lot more passive and Pep was more aggressive. The fact that Klopp picked Henderson, and we all know, and as I see it, Henderson is often out there to cover for Trent. And I'm going to talk about Trent later on. But the fact that he had Henderson out there, and then also because he had Jota and not their newest addition in Diaz, I thought also spoke to Klopp being a little more guarded. Obviously, he's playing the players that he trusts, right? And not to say that he doesn't trust Diaz, but Henderson and Jota, I think, as I see it, were more of the tried and true. Let's see where this game goes. Um, type starting 11 as opposed to we are going to do our heavy metal rock and roll style Liverpool football had he picked someone else other than Henderson in the midfield and Jota up front. But that did not take away from an amazing game. All right. We as fans are blessed with some of these games that are being played so late in the EPL season and also, now in the quarterfinals for Champions League. But I thought that Manchester City was the more aggressive team, and that was obviously strongly because of Pep's approach. And then I thought because of Henderson being out there to cover more defensively and being a little guarded, probably being very worrisome for what City may do within the midfield, Klopp went to have him out there. the gameplay in itself was end to end, and I don't think it's any surprise. But Man City, I'm not going to say Man City dominated the game, dominated many patches, many segments within the game. Liverpool obviously had its chances and made the best of theirs, and I can't lie. That second half, Liverpool was on fire, and they had to be because of how that first half was. All right, no surprise here. We all know it ended up being a 2-2 draw, and it was almost a mirror match of what happened the first time City and Liverpool got together at Anfield, and Liverpool actually scored first on the first time around. City answers. Liverpool scores again. City answers, and the reverse happened on this time around. City scores first. Very early in the game, Liverpool answers. the The match was stressful because the outcome wanted by a City fan is 3 points. It's the win. But the result of a draw was very fair at the end of the day. I think it did answer some questions with regards to um, Pep having obviously at this present time, Pep having a good approach to how he wants to set the team up to attack Liverpool or to be able to defend against Liverpool as well. I think he knows what he wants to do. And the players that can go within that starting 11, I think, can be heavily rotated. Can be heavily rotated for future matches against Liverpool that are definitely going to happen because there's the FA Cup that's happening shortly, happening way too soon, and then see where things net out. But there may be another encounter between City and Liverpool. I, al- I always I always want to do make sure I do this.
Vader.